A common question I see asked pretty frequently is how to prime an LS engine when it's been rebuilt and is getting ready to be fired up for the first time. It's pretty easy to do. It takes a somewhat expensive little tool to do it right. Of course, you don't have to do it that way. You know, I've fired up new engines before and just relied on the oil pump to supply oil to everything quickly, which it usually does. But it's usually on engines that got built very recently, and I know the assembly lube or the lubricant that was used to put the engine together is still in there and hasn't all dripped out. So there's not much concern. But if you've got an engine like this one specifically that's sat for many weeks or maybe even a few months, it's a good idea to prime it. And here's how you do it. So the only tool you really need is one of these little deals. And you could make one of these yourself if you're pretty crafty with a welder and had a propane tank. But this is a Melling MPL 101 oil primer. I believe this has been superseded by the MPL 201. But basically all it is just a little tank with an air fitting and this neat little cap on top. So you got this dipstick here, and then you just pour your oil down in there. This holds a gallon or 4 quarts, so you might have to stop and refill this in the process. It's no big deal. All you have to do on the engine is remove this plug on the driver's side of the engine. This is the main oil galley plug. This hole is drilled from the factory or the machine shop straight into the feed, or sort of the outlet, I guess, on the oil pump. And the block is also drilled this way, and you've got your main oil galley here that feeds oil from the pump to all the bearings. So we'll need a simple adapter, which you can get at your local parts store. I don't remember the